Blank also described several infants being killed and their intestines removed, as well as other acts of cannibalism. Blank also stated that former United States President George H.W. Bush was engaged in a sex act with an unknown male black, and so much more. So this could be one of the most disturbing new drops from the Epstein file releases. This is essentially a tip that was turned into the FBI, I believe in 2019, August 2019. Basically, this is like the rundown of an interview with an alleged victim of Epstein's who wanted to come forward with what happened to them. And this story is incredibly disturbing. Blank stated that he first met Epstein at approximately age 4 while at the blank East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Then he said his family members of the blank stated at the time he was raped, sodomized by his great uncle, and that Epstein was there but didn't touch him. He goes on to say that Epstein spoke to him after he was raped by his great uncle, but he didn't know who Epstein was until way later in 2016. But he continues, Blank further stated in sum and substance that while on a large luxury ship that sailed out of the Newport Beach show in Newport, Rhode Island, September Blank at approximately 8 years of age, he, Blank, was subjected to some type of medical exam on the yacht by unknown doctor. While his great uncle and family members were present, Blank went on to describe a bizarre event in which Blank inserted a tape measure in his rectum. Blank stated subsequent to the exam he was then raped, sodomized by Epstein, as well as former United States President Bill J. Clinton, while in a heavy drug-induced state. Blank also stated that the bottoms of his feet and back were slashed. Black further stated also during the said yacht trip, multiple unknown male blacks or black people were engaged in sex acts with unknown female whites who had their backs slashed and were bleeding. Blank also described several infants being killed and their intestines removed, as well as other acts of cannibalism. Blank also stated that former U.S. President George H.W. Bush was engaged in a sex act with an unknown male black. Former United States Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and businessman George Soros were present on the same yacht while all of the aforementioned acts of violence were occurring. Blank was then asked if he had any injuries or scars as evidence, to which Blank responded, "On my anus." The victim then provided a handwritten list of his family and extended family members and suggested they talk to them. He also stated that his great uncle is in possession of video evidence of his crimes against Blank, as well as several snuff films that Blank had watched in the presence of his great uncle. So in this one tip alone, we've got multiple former US presidents named, multiple high-profile government figures, allegations of a yacht party, which I don't find to be unrealistic, more allegations of medical experiments done on victims, which Epstein was obviously fond of, violence, potential murder, snuff films. And this isn't the first time we've heard these allegations in relation to Epstein. However, we're seeing more and more of them now, and I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that this might not be a joke anymore.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. It reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." Shalom, shalom, Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Alright, and double honor to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone who rule and who teach well, who taught me this truth in sincerity. Alright, peace, blessings, salutations unto the hopeful elect who are listening in truth and in sincerity. Hey, I'm the brother Gabaria Allah out here in East LA coming at you with another lesson, man. The Spirit of the Lord got me out here, uh, making this lesson, alright, and pretty much, doggone it. Now my damn blue letter don't want to work. Fucking Esau, man. Anyways, this lesson is gonna be I don't know what I'm gonna title it exactly. Alright, but pretty much just going into this profanities that Esau does, man. The shit that Esau does, man. This wicked ass fucking ruler, Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. And we're seeing it every day. We see it every single day that the Lord is exposing this man, you know, and we see it through the celebrities, they're being exposed. We see it through, the whole Epstein files that released. Okay, I'm Lord willing, Yahweh Shemashai, will it? I put the video in the post production, in the beginning. All right, pretty much showing you that this fucking a whole Epstein files situation. All right, it's showing you how fucking off it is. How cruel this fucking asshole really is, man. These are the true leaders who are running this place. Okay, these are the true people, the elites that are running this place, and if they allowed the Epstein files to be leaked, what the hell are they doing behind? What are they really doing, man? That they have classified. Now only they know what the fuck they're doing. We're calling them out on all that bullshit, man. Okay, and right here I got an article that one of the beloved brothers, all right, an affiliate brother like myself out here, the brother Yachanan, shared with me this article. Beautiful brother, man. I say that in sincerity. Pretty much, it says, despite protests and backlash, West Hollywood's drag story hour celebrates ninth season. Okay, because this fucking asshole, he pretty much is going into a drag queen or drag uh a story, which pretty much what a drag queen is, pretty much faggots. Okay, dressing up as women. I think that's what it is. Okay, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what a drag queen is. Pretty much a damn dude dressing up like a woman, putting makeup and shit, dressing up like a female model. This is fucking wicked, man. All right. But I'm gonna read some of this article real quick, man. This was published on Tuesday, February 3rd. All right, it says the 2026 season of the West Hollywood Drag Story Hour kicks off Saturday, February 7th, 2026, with drag artist Amber Crane reading to children at the West Hollywood Library. Now, I don't know who the hell this dude is, but I'm gonna look this dude up real quick. See if it's what I think it is, man. Uh, Let me see real quick because Esau fucking he's slick, man. You know. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a fucking just a dude dressed as a female. Uh, and it's showing multiple people, but they look like men. Yeah, these are fucking dudes, man. Yeah, and yeah, that's a fucking dude, man. Hell no. And Esau, damn asshole. Okay, he think he's slick because they try to embed, as they say, children are usually, they the first couple years, what I mean, the first several years that they are are being born, it's like they're like sponges. They pick up things. They pick up waves of life. That's why a lot of Jake are fucked up right now. Because we've been led astray from the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see, that's why you got stupid ass people and stupid ass fathers who aren't really fathers, man. They're letting their kids do whatever the hell they want. And so that's why you see certain situations where a kid will say that he's gay or that he's lesbian or whatever the fuck at such an early age, and they don't even understand what the fuck going on, you know? And Esau, he knows this. He knows what the hell he's doing, man. There was a while back, uh, uh, there was a situation where pretty much I believe a school district got backfired because they didn't allow a certain teacher to have gay stuff, Pride Month or whatever in their desk, which is good. Why the hell should yo fucking a random ass person I don't even fucking know influence my kid? You know, that's some wicked bullshit, man. And then they want to take you to jail if you don't want to send your kid to this fucking madness, you know? Anyways, it says the free program is presented by the city in partnership with West Hollywood Library and is open to children of all ages. No RSVP is required, right? Because Esau slick, man. This dude, he's making this shit free because he wants to control as much people as he can, you know? Because especially Jake. Jake don't got it like that. You know what I mean? Jake ain't fucking rich, so they take every opportunity they can. When Jake see free, we struggling out here, you know? So Jake see free, they're like, oh shit, it's free. Maybe I drop my kid off real quick while I go run errands or something. Whole time this fucking asshole is putting messages in your kid's mind. It's fucking with their brain, man. Cause this shit is not. All you gotta do is look at nature, man. You'll never see a fucking gay squirrel. You're never gonna see a gay fucking cat, a gay dog. You know what I mean? Why is it that only humans are fucking gay? That make no sense, man. It's in nature, bro. Does not nature itself teach you? You know? This is madness, man. But this is Esau, bro. This is Esau. That's why I opened up with what? Hebrews 12. And let me actually get in the blue letter real quick. Hebrews 12 and real quick. Hebrews 12 and 16. Let me grab that in the blue letter. So, yes, New Testament, Hebrews 12. Grab that real quick. Yeah, I'll just get straight to the point. All right. And now I'm gonna grab that it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for a morsel of meat sold his birthright, you know? Now I'm gonna grab that a word for um fornicator, all right? And when you go into that word fornicator, it's pornos or pornas, all right? And it says a man who prostitutes his body to another's lust for hire, a male prostitute, a man who indulges in unlawful sexual intercourse, a fornicator. And this fucking dude is weird, man. You look at Esau, this fucking guy is a weird individual. He ain't right in the head, man. That's why, you know what I mean? They never really, yeah, they don't look like fucking cavemen, but that's still how the fuck they think, man. Like fucking cavemen, bro. Because they the basis of men. And when you really look into that, we pissed the Lord off so damn much that he put the basis of men over us, man. I mean, you gotta imagine how pissed off we done made the Lord so that he made fucking Neanderthals rule over us, man. These individuals, Esau's a fucking Neanderthal. We ain't Neanderthals. This asshole wanna say, oh, everybody was once a Neanderthal. We evolved from monkeys. Nah, nigga, that was you. You came out like a red hairy garment. That was you, asshole. You look like a damn hairy asshole, man. That was you, man. That wasn't us. That was you. You know? You came out all fucked up. You came out all retarded and shit, man. You came out like a fucking, yeah, you know what I mean? You came out like that, bro. That was not us, man. That wasn't so-called humanity. You came out like that, man. That's why it's so easy to spot Edomite back then. Oh shit, this nigga right here. Like a damn fucking, looking like a damn, damn fucking monkey, man. Y'all look like damn monkeys, man. Y'all want to call Jake all these fucking words, man. You motherfuckers look like that. That's why you see Edomite today. They got hair all over the fucking place, man. When I'm at camp with the bros, man, these fucking Edomites are, man, they got no type of, what's that word? Courtesy to other individuals, man. They'll have, they'll be with fucking tank tops with fucking hairy ass chest and shit, man. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. With hair all over the fucking neck. Who the fuck grows neck hair, man? Like that. These niggas grow hair on their fucking neck, man. And it ain't just like little hair for now, it's whole fucking hairs, man. You know? But Salaki for the rambling, man. When you go to the word fornicator, all right, it's oh shit, Salakia. Uh, when you go to that word profane person, Salakia, it says bebilos or bebalos. Kind of looks like Babylon a little bit.
Strong's G 952. Bebelos. Bebelos.
Bebelos kind of looks like Babylon. But it says accessible, lawful, to be trodden of places profane, unhallowed, common, public place of men ungodly. Because look at that. When you go down to Strong's definition is from the base of G 939, accessible by implication of Jewish notations, heathenish, wicked, profane. So they the wicked. These people are the wicked. And it shows you plain as day, man. All you gotta do is read the book. Look at the actions they take, man. Now, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 10. It reads, "And I heard a loud voice in heaven. Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, who accused them before our power day and night." Right, man. Because this fucking asshole want to say, oh, look, yo, people, they going to fuck off. They look at them. They all gay and shit. Well, this fucking asshole, it shows you through their actions. They're trying to make our children, you know, all type of fucked up. And I gotta watch how I speak now because I just realized that Esau take my fucking video down, man. You know? But it says, yeah, they accuse us day and night. They trying to accuse us, but the Lord sees what the fuck he doing, man. The Lord say, "You not slick, nigga. I see what you trying to do, man. You fucking up our people." Oh, he said, "You fucking up my people." The scriptures say, let me grab that real quick, actually. Bear with me real quick. Because Esau went overboard, man. Uh, Bear with me, Baba Kasha. I'm trying to get this exactly. Speaking of Edomites, man. Call y'all by Shimmy out shot. Yeah, I mean, hey, they could be Jake, but then, man, that little kid look like a fucking Edomite, man. Soon as we make a lesson on it, like, speak of the devil. You know what I mean? But yeah, these real quick testimony, these little Edomites, or these Edomite, whole Edomite family, or so they appear to be. They moved into a block near my neighborhood, man. And they got the best house. They got the nicest house. They got the nicest house. They got the nicest cars and shit out of the whole block. Man, yeah, they probably Edomites, man. But anyhow, I'm trying to find this scripture real quick. Uh, oh, man, I can find it, man. Uh, Damn. Bear with me, Baba Shah Hakim. I'm trying to grab this. I think that's in there, maybe. No, that's not in Isaiah. Shoot, man. Baba Kashaya by Shema Shah. Let me bring this out. If the spirit allow, I'll bring it back, Lord willing. But moving on with the lesson, Salaki for that delay. Pretty much, the scripture I was looking for, pretty much roughly paraphrasing, that these assholes pretty much went overboard, man. They punished us more than what we deserved, you know. But this is the book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and right Slakia, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed," right? Because they decree unrighteous decrees, man. They go out and they go ahead and try to make our kids, Homo sapiens. They try to do all this bullshit, man. And they start with the kids, man. Yeah, that's a whole generation coming up. Because what does the scripture say, real quick? Let me grab that one. His inward thought is what? You know? Psalms 49 verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, exactly. And you got Amerigo Vespucci, that was what America was named after. Columbia's Christopher Colon. You know, so they named these lands after them, man. Because when these fucking filthy ass so-called conquistadors came over, they brought along, the Lord allowed them, to pretty much fuck us up, as it shows you in that movie Apocalypto, man. When Jake was fighting Jake, wicked ass Issachar was fucking with the was it Reuben, I believe, you know, but Issachar a hoe for that, man. But anyways, at the end of the movie, it shows you, I believe it's Christopher Cologne, with the flags and the boats and shit. You know what I mean? It shows you that in that movie. you know. So, but yeah, their inward thought is that their houses will continue forever. So with this in mind, they're thinking, okay, well, we seen that the prophets are here, so we gotta fuck with the kids now, because hopefully these so-called, hopefully these prophets you know, they'll pass away, and now their kids are gonna be brainwashed, and now there's gonna be no reproduction left, you know. That's how these fucking devils think, man. Moving on, it says, going to Psalm 58, verse 3, it says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." Exactly, man. They speak nothing but lies, man. They encourage sin, bro. This whole place is filled with sin. That's why the scriptures say what? If the Lord wouldn't shorten the times, then no flesh would be saved, man. Cause why? That's how wicked this fucking place is, bro. That's why feel like days don't feel like 24 hours anymore, man. Back then, I remember shit doing a whole lot of shit in 24 hours, man. Nowadays, you wake up, you go to work, go to the gym, you know what I mean, study, yeah, and before you know it's 8 o'clock. Shit, today I woke up, I did some studying, went to the gym, came back, watched a little bit of Invincible. It's a good show, it's a good watch. You know, you know, made some food. Before I knew it, it was damn 8 o'clock already. I'm like, oh shit. But that's the Lord speeding the times up, man. Because this is how wicked this place is, bro. And the Lord is allowing these people, these Edomites, to 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 what's the word? Increase their iniquities, man. So that the judgment that the Lord is preparing for these fucking assholes is what is justified, man. Because when we in the kingdom, we're gonna be like, oh, yep, that was justified. Even now, we're saying like, hell yeah, you know. But even in the kingdom, even these fucking heathen are gonna know that, oh yeah, oh yeah, look, they're gonna be thankful, man. Cause why? When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, man. But we gonna be in authority. The righteous gonna be authority, and the people gonna rejoice, man. They're gonna be like, oh yes, they're gonna be thanking us, bro. Lord willing, we be of the elect. You know, I speak humbly and hopefully, you know. But right, they are estranged of the womb. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear. Exactly, man. You know. And then going to now the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." Exactly. So because Esau is counting on the left hand side, man. They're counting on the left hand side. And the Lord, ultimately dealing with us on the right hand. You have a shy. You know. Now I'm gonna end it off in this. Um, Man, this fucking asshole fucking with my shit, man. But matter of fact, I'm gonna grab these two. The book of Job, chapter 13 and verse 4. "But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value." Exactly, they are the forgers of lies. They are the founder of lies, man. That's all they fucking know how to do. That's all they know how to do. Just fucking lie. And then their lies don't even add up sometimes, man. This whole fucking country was filled of lies, founded off lies, man. That sometimes they can't even add it all up. Those cracks, you know, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai, beginning with Abba Bivens on down, the truth was able to come out, you know. But Now I'm gonna close off with here, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. You know, because they lie about this. You know what I mean? They lie about it. They lie about everything. You know, they lie about what? Whenever a damn president is inducted, well, where do they go? They have to put on a small hat and go kiss that fucking rock or whatever. You know, I don't know what the hell they gotta do, but they kiss something, the big ass fucking block, you know, before they get in the presidency, because why? That shows them, okay, we are puppets to this, to you, the small hats, man. It says, behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, right? The Lord's gonna make it evident that He only allowed y'all to rule so that we can truly be gods, man. You know, so that we can know what it's like to be in a wicked ass rulership. You know what I mean? And ultimately, because we was punished. You know, right now we are serving our hell, man. You know, and truth be told, man, this is hell. This is hell, man. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much the lesson I can. You know, that's all I had. You know what I mean? Lord willing was edifying. You know, Lord willing was uplifting. Matter of fact, I got a couple more. Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Exactly, man. You know, because they flip everything upside down, man. Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, which they which have caused thee, Slakia, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the path, the way of thy paths, right, man? They cause us to err, you know? They cause us to go off. That's part of their whole fucking plan, man. You know what I mean? That's part of their whole agenda, so to speak, man. You know, but that's pretty much all I had, man. You know, Lord willing was edifying. Lord willing, you brothers got something out of it. You know, with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory too. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakodash, divinely again to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone, the royal and the teacher, time of the truth and sincerity, peace, blessings, salutations unto the hopeful elect, walk, while listening to truth and sincerity. With that, I say,